Hi everyone, welcome to Bumblebee Crafts. Thanks for tuning in to another video from me. Today it's my design team project for Rachel and Bella Crafts, and I'm going to be using a mix of her kit that she brought out at the beginning of the month called the Grunge Essentials collection. She's got 3 different types. You've got this kit here that is lovely neutrals, creams, browns, that kind of colour. She's done one that's got pink hues to it and then one that's got teal hues to it, and they are just stunning. But they are they're not bright and in your face and got lots of features and stuff to them. They are just so vintagey and delicate with lace and all sorts. It's just beautiful, and I just thought they would make wonderful backgrounds, and they're quite neutral, so you could go in all sorts of different things. So my mind for my project for her for this month, my mind was absolutely racing with, well, I could do this, I could do that. And while I was busy thinking about what to do, some of her other design team members have made some fantastic grungy style tags and ephemera, little folios, things like that. And I thought, oh, I did a folio last time round and I've done some collaging. What can I do that's a bit different? And the kit and the pages, let me show you these neutral ones here from the plain one, I thought would just lend themselves to die cutting. Not this one would make a wonderful journal page, but like this page would be absolutely wonderful die cut. This one as well, I mean, how gorgeous. Can you imagine some die cut butterflies and things like that? So that's where I decided to go with this month's project, is to do some die cutting. So I reprinted these out on card, the ones that I thought would be really perfect for die cutting, and I've already done some. I'll pop the kit at the back here. Those bits were done by hand because I've got an idea for those, but these have all been done on my scan and cut machine. So I've done some borders. You've got a couple of different ones there from the sorry, the same one but from the neutral coloured one. Then I did the teal coloured one, and then I did one from the pink one as well. Let's keep them in order so that I know. And then I've got this lovely bird trim. Can you guys see that? I mean, just look at how the kit, you've got some writing there, some lace. I just think it lends itself perfectly to be die cut. So that's what I've gone and done. I've got some bits prepped. Let me just show you what my scan and cut machine has done. There's this little preset program in there. I mean, how lovely are those? Oops. We've got this lovely pattern. Just make sure I'm not in too much. Okay. Then I did some lovely little labels. Look at those. Aren't they lovely? And then the other idea I had is I wanted to do them. I want to do a few sewing themed ones. So I've cut myself out some tailor's dummies on my machine, and then I've just done some little mini spools, and I sized these perfectly so that if they went on a tag, the two would complement each other in size. So I've done this and printed these out for the teal. I've done exactly the same for the pink, and I've done exactly the same for the neutral colour. And I also scan and cut some of these circles out. I mean, look at that, isn't that lovely? And then we've got some little stamp sized ones, which I've got an idea for doing with those. So that's my machine that's downstairs that I've been doing. These I've hand fussy cut out, because I want to do something with these on the actual pages of the journal. So that's an idea that I had. I've got some more cutting to do on my Sizzix this time round, and some embossing. I thought embossing would work wonderful, but I just wanted to show you, I couldn't resist making up a tag just to get an idea of what I wanted to do with this to make some ephemera. And look how pretty is that. It's just book page on backed with some coffee dye card. Coffee dye paper, sorry, so it's actually quite thin, which is another thing that I wanted to do, to make some smaller and some thinner ephemera for journals so that they don't bulk out too much. That's just some torn piece from the paper. That's one of the die cuts that I've done, and so's the label. And then these little flowers were what I got from Hobbycraft as part of my Christmas gift card, and one of the little gems in the middle, and it's just so pretty. It's nice and simple but so effective. So that is eventually what we're going to be making. Now, I'm not sure if the video will be in 2 parts joined together and I'll do a nice long video, or I'll do 2 shorter videos and we'll have part 1 and part 2. You will know by the time that this airs from the title of the video, but at the moment I haven't decided whether to do just one long video in 2 sections, because I want to get to making some and show you what I'm going to do with all these lovely bits of die cut ephemera that I've got. So that's that side done. Let's move these out the way. And we don't need my book page and bits, but I do need this tray, which has got the rest of the die cut bits from my Sizzix that I thought we could do. I thought some frames would look really nice as well. I wanted to do some, try out these. I've not used them yet. Wasn't sure how these would work because they're quite intricate. Excuse me. And then I've got these 3 embossing folders, which I thought this one definitely, this is where I cut the butterfly out of from the page, and I thought with the roses there, with this lovely border there, I could just get in some roses there to run through. So that's one, we'll probably do that one first. I've got this one. I might do this border edge, I'm not sure yet. And then this is my big steel roll one that came with the BigShot machine. It's got a flower, a leaf impression, a butterfly, another flower, and some hearts. And they're solid, so you get to see more of the design of Rachel's design of paper. So I wanted to give that a go and see how that works. So let's leave them over there. Oh, and that's a heart one. I wasn't sure if that one would work. Where are we? These are the full pages that are left. But I've also got, I don't want to waste any of these. I've got some ideas that I want to do with them. So they're those bits. We leave them over there, and I've got some of my die cuts that I thought might work. We could perhaps do like a flower and on that little bit and stuff, so I thought we'd play with those. So first things first, I think I'm going to do this one because I want to get the roses in here. So let's just see where I want it to go. I want about there, don't I? Okay, so all I'm going to do is just need to give it a bit of a spray, and then which one do we need for that? That's the thinlets. I need to change my platforms out. Yeah, the embossing folder, I need that one, don't I? Right, okay, so where's my little spray bottle? Just give this a bit of a like so. Oh, damn it, it moved. Alright, never mind. I'll reposition where I wanted it. Slightly up. There we go, that'll do. That's where I want it to go. Okay, let's see if we can pop this through. and see what this looks like. Sorry if the camera starts to jiggle with this being on my desk. Oh, look at that. Wow, that's come up really nicely because you've got the roses in the background. Yeah, because I wanted to fussy cut those out and just have this as like a pocket. Okay, that's lovely. We'll leave that to, let's show you. Look at that. Gorgeous. Okay, let's leave that over there to dry. Put you over there while we have a little look at what we want to do. Do you want anything more with the roses? Oh, I know what one I thought would be good on here. And that's this 3D textured one from Tim Holtz. Now, if I remember rightly, I've got to take out use platform grey, adapt to be red, then embossing folder, and one of the clear on the top. Oh, okay, fair enough. Right, so I don't need that. It's a good job I wrote myself a note. I don't use them often. It's because it's so thick. Right, I'm just going to cut off the, I'll try and do it by eye, the bottom white bit. I'd forgotten to do that. I'm just gonna, so how's everybody doing? Hope you're all doing well. Hope you're finding a lot of time to enjoy crafting and making nice things. Have you started any new projects for this year, 2024? I know I started the Fabric Fridays project. That's going really well. That's proving really popular with you guys, so thank you. I'm loving it, and it's nice to know that you guys are loving it too, so thank you so much for watching it all. Right, okay, and where do we want to go with this? I'm thinking just this little bottom bit is what I'm after. Yeah, so let's just use this as my guide and cut up here because I don't want this. I don't want to put too much through it. There we go. So I need to wet the back. I'll just spray it to the side of me. Okay, so what did I say? Platform grey, the red, and then just one of these to go through the top. Okay. Look at that. Oh wow, that is lovely. I mean, it's a beautiful embossing folder, but it's made so much more beautiful with the background from Rachel's kit. I love that. I really do. I'm going to do another one the other side. Let's just, again, kind of measure what we need. Okay, that can be used, those flowers. We could die cut some bits on there. Okay, let's do another one on here. And this bit at the top here this time. re-angle that a bit better. There we go. And look at that one. Oh, that's lovely. A little bit of ink on the top of that just to highlight some of those bits. That's going to be lovely. Okay, so that's that one done. Now, I have got this one if we think, unless we want to do any more of the roses. Just wondering whether down here might look nice, or whether we've got the flowers there. That one might be nice, mightn't it, to do it like that? Okay, there we go, we've done that one. So I need to just cut the white off of this. I apologise I haven't done this in advance. I was just too eager to get going on this one because I'd done the scan and cutting the other day because the machine's downstairs on the dining room table, because you need space for the big mat to come where you got your machine. It needs to go in, so you need space behind it and then space in front of it. So the dining room table is just perfect for it. I'm just going to take the two sides off for now, because we're going to cut roughly the size that we want on here. There we go. And we need to get it quite at the top, so I'm going to do this. There we go. So that's kind of it. We can trim it up a little bit afterwards. So for this one, because it is a proper thinlet, we can put the board back on here as you would normally. You'd have the three. Okay, so let's wet the back of this. These are going to make some lovely ephemera, and I want to make sure it's on this side, and we're running it through. Okay. So yeah, this is just another way that you can use digital kits, print them out onto some card. The card I like to use is Navigator. I think it's 160 GSM, so it's got quite a nice shine to it. Oh, look at that, isn't that lovely? Oh, I really like that. Trim it up, back it onto and make a little journaling card. Oh, that's lovely. Now it's thinking that I want a butterfly out of the top of there, so I'm just going to leave that over to dry. So let's leave the embossing. Let's put this one back for my thinlets, and let's have a look at some butterflies. I've got a couple here, and I've got a couple of little ones if I can get them out. So I've got, can you see them on the board there? Not properly. I'll show you. So I've got them, I've got that one, and I've got that one. The more holes in it, I'm thinking, the less you're going to see the lovely digital. And the idea is that I wanted to showcase the digital. So I'm going to, this is what the butterflies are like. Where are we? Yeah, that's that one. Do you know, it might not look too bad. It might not look too bad. Okay, so this is what we've got. I'm thinking, let's have a look. Let's bring this one back. And we want, with that butterfly, Can you see that on here? I'm thinking that that butterfly would look nice on there. So what do we want the butterfly out of? Do we want the butterfly with some pink on it? Or do we want to keep with the neutral? I think I actually want to keep with the neutral. Maybe just the bit at the top there. Okay. Now I'm going to have to cut this down. I watched a video the other day with tips on how to do it, and they say that don't be afraid to cut the card down to a smaller size, and they actually recommended having the die up this way so that the cutting surface is at the top, but because I want it quite, it might work, I might be able to do it, we'll see. Actually, I'm going to, where that natural line is, I'm going to try and put the butterfly in the middle there so that the wings one side may have a bit of writing, and that's that. So if we do it like this, turn it at an angle, fingers crossed that's in the right position, and we don't move it when we push it through. Let's have a look. Oops, that didn't work. Leaning it on there. Come on. I'm at an awkward angle here, so everything's a bit. There we go. Sorry about that. Okay. There's my little pokey tool. And get these little bits out. That's the butterfly. Actually, look at that. That does look really lovely. It's so pretty. And then that on there. Oh, that's going to be lovely. Right, I'm going to leave those two together. Let's just empty out all the bits. Out of the die. They can be quite fiddly, some of these butterflies, but they're worth it. They are worth it. Okay. Now I've got. I'll just put my rubbish in there for now. I do keep some of them because some of the little bits would be good stuck together for flowers. These are a bit small on here, but some of the bigger ones. Now I'm going to see if I can get straight down there, because that I could trim around it and we've got a silhouette for something, so that I never throw these bits out. I might do another video at some point with that. Could we get another one? I think we could actually. Look at that. Let's go for another one, and then I could perhaps stack them up on there. Now I don't want it to move because I noticed that last one is slightly moved, so where's my, here we go. This is reusable tape. It's low tack, that's the word, and I literally am just going to tape it across where I want it, so I can now position that on there. Bring that out. Cutting it up the other way, like the video showed me, actually is giving me a much clean, crisper cut. I just wish I could straighten my boards. I've tried everything to try and straighten them out. Oh, it's the tape. I was like, why isn't it not coming out? I taped it. Silly woman. I'd forgotten about that. I'll just leave that on there. Okay. you out of my way. Let's just do pokey of the butterfly. Oh, look at that one. That one's come up slightly darker. That's going to be nice. Let's bring this back in, because what I could do is glue the two together just in the middle. Sorry, off camera. Like so. So you've got a bit of movement, and then just glue that down as well onto the top of there. That's going to be lovely. Okay. So yeah, don't be afraid to put some of the digitals through your die cuts, print them out on card. I think it's brilliant. I don't know why I didn't think of it sooner to do, to be honest, because there's some gorgeous digitals that I've got, and now my mind is sort of thinking of the other kits that Rachel's put out. She did a lovely autumn patchwork one. I think that would be wonderful on there. Okay, so we've done a couple of butterflies. I won't bother with any of those other ones just yet. What else do we want to do? Thinking, I know there's a lot of holes in this one, but I do think this one would be really quite nice. And I'm just wondering, actually, because you're only gonna, that's what that one is. Yeah, we'll save that for one of the other ones, and I'm thinking this one might be quite nice where we've got this here. Over there might be nice. I'm just wondering if that, or actually that, like so. I think that's going to be another nice one. Okay, leave that flower for a moment. I'm going back to the embossing. It's kind of just sort of looking at the digitals to see what you think would look nice and what you've got. Okay. How are we doing on time, by the way? Oh, not too bad. Not too bad. I think I might make this the last one because you get the idea of what I'm doing with different things. So let's just do this. Yeah, that's where I want that. Oh, I need to just change my platform, don't I? I need to put in that one, that one. Then that can go in with my board on top. Oh yes, as I thought, look at that. It's beautiful. Again, I think that would work with some butterflies, but let's try one of the other butterflies, and let's go, I'm just going to randomly put it under here. We just do that and hope for the best. Oh, I need to change my thingy, don't I? I keep forgetting that. It's because I'm getting excited to like, oh, let's do this, let's do that. Okay, we'll position this back on again in a minute. Let's get our boards ready. Okay, I might use the tape again, hold it in place then. So it's going to look a bit odd, but I want it to go right. I want that bit of blue, I think would work. So those bits. Okay. Oh, yes, that's got the blue. Look at that. That's lovely. Yeah, that's nice on the top of there. So that's another idea done. Okay, so what do we say? We're at yeah, we're at past. So what I think I'll do is, you get the idea, printing it on card, using your embossing folders, your die cuts, to create lots of different ephemera. I'm going to leave the video here, pause it, clear down and get set up ready so that we can then make some ephemera out of the pieces that we've already got. I'm going to do one long video for you guys, so if you want to watch half now, you can pause it, and then I'll be back and you can watch the other half of the video another day. But yeah, I'm going to do a nice long video for my design team project. But yeah, there we go. This is the first little section. I'll pause it and I'll be back shortly. Hi everyone, welcome back. So this is the second part of the video where we're going to be making some ephemera. So these are all dried. I don't know if you can see with this one, I couldn't wait. I wanted to test to see what it would like with just a bit of vintage photo over the top of them. Look how that changes it. It darkens the roses and highlights the background of that lovely paper. So I shall be doing that over some of these as well. Okay, so these are all nice and dry. I did some strips with some hearts on my little embossing folder. So where do we start? Let's make up one of these for definite, because this was an idea that I was showing you. So move those to the side. So it's just, that will flatten itself back out again. So I'm going to cover this in, back it with some coffee dye paper. Let me just grab some more coffee dye paper, grab a book page. So a couple of sheets here that aren't as crinkled as that other one. Okay. Now I am going to, do we use, I could use Pritt Stick glue, I think. It's such a big background that I just don't want to press too hard onto the there we go. Let's stick this down and then we can do the bit of trimming up afterwards once it's stuck down. Go ever so lightly over that because I don't want to deboss it. There we go. So I'm going to leave that bit to dry for the moment, and then I'm going to use my trimmer so that I can get a proper straight edge on that one. So let's have a play with making some of these, because these were the ideas that I originally had to use. The other thing I wanted to just quickly show you was I'd gone ahead and I'd used some of my nesting dies, and I've just cut out some different circles here and some frames, and then I've got some square ones, just using some of the paper that was left, so they look really quite cool. Okay, so I just took a book page, and I thought the writing was actually quite a nice size. Works out to be about 8.5 centimeters by about 15, which in inches it's about 3.5. No, is that 3.5? Yeah, about 3.5 by 5 3/4. So it's a nice size actually for a tag. So all I did was just take off the white all the way around to get my sizing. So your tags, if you are following along, will be could be any size of book page that you've got. There we go. So keep those. Just pop them up there out the way. So that's our base. Let's get this quickly stuck down onto some coffee dye paper. Piece of coffee dye seems to be quite crinkled. Never mind, adds to the grungy effect. Okay, so as we've used this, I'm just going to use this to tear the coffee dye paper. Like so. We'll cut the triangle bits off of it afterwards. We'll give it a moment to dry a bit more. Flatten some of these bits down, look. There we go. So all I did for this was I used one of the flowers. Now I'd used a teal one on there. Let's go for a pink one of these. These are the die cuts that my scan and cut machine did. I quite like that one with the flower. Let's go with that one. Oh, and sorry, I'm using the wrong one, aren't I? I used this one. This is the one that I used with the flower. I think I quite like that one with the detailing on the leaves there. And then just a little label. We got one that's got a bit of darker to it. That one, I think. Yeah, when it's scanned and cut, this particular page has got a faint border all the way around, and they worked perfectly. Came out just right. So all I then did was use a bit of the paper from the kit. Now I've used teal and then I used the pink. So let's find a page in the pale grungy pages that we can tear. What do we think with a bit of that behind it? Yeah. Some gorgeous, gorgeous pages. What do I see if that looks like behind there? No, I definitely think the darker one is what I need. So I'm going to go with this one. So let's just pop these back. Oops. Over here. this corner. I'll just tear off the white strip. I did a very good job there, did I? Okay, that's a bit better. Might as well do all the way around, because then we can use this piece for any other little background bits that we want to add to any of the other tags that we do. There we go. Okay, so this should be dry enough. Let's just use this one as a guide, and then all I did, because I wanted a little bit of a rough edge, is just tear it. So we'll do the same with this one. That's about there. There we go. I don't mind that it's a little bit rough in places. Okay, so we wanted to use, I was thinking of this bit, so I want to come down and about here. So I just do a little tear either side and then just roughly come down like so. I think that on there. We then have the lovely pink flower on here, and then we'll use one of those on the top. Yeah, that's good, I like that. So we need to do some inking now, because I do like to ink things. Around this. Just a little bit on the back. There we go. Right, I'm going to be good and use my brush on here so that I don't tear it or anything like that with the sponge. Sorry, lost my train of thought then. I was focusing on what I was doing. My fingers are sticky. There, that's not too bad. Let's do this one. There we go. That's just taken any of the white off of the edge of that. Okay. Grab my glue sheet. That ready to the side. I'm going to use my other glue for this one. My PVA glue. I'm very quiet, concentrating on the gluing. Okay, and then we can dig out the lovely paper flowers that I got and can use. Right, where do we want it positioning? Somewhere like there, I think. It looks to be about straight. See, I had originally left it like that, just nice and plain, and then as I was heading out, I saw these those flowers, those paper flowers on the shelf, and I thought, oh, I could add to that. So, and it does. I think it looks really, really nice. Very pretty. Okay, so that's going to go at the top. The other thing is, normally I put, let's just make sure we've got that straight. I don't think I have. There we go, that's a bit better. The other thing is that I normally do put toppers on my tags, but on these, because we've got that big label at the top, I don't think it needs it. Doesn't need it at all. So yeah, I had originally left it like that, but I do like it with the flowers. So let's grab my flowers. These were the ones that I got in my Christmas, with my Christmas voucher. Now we have got that. Ooh, I was thinking of pink, but I'm actually thinking that that might look quite nice in there. I've already taken, they come with these balls on the top of them or in the centre and some leaves, and I've taken them off, but I actually think that one looks quite nice, so we'll go with that. Bit of Fabri-Tac glue underneath, and all I did is I just put it in the circle so that you can, these can puff up if you want them to. Just put the Fabri-Tac glue in there, get that kind of centered, like so, and then what kind of gem? I used a pink gem. Does a pink gem? Yeah, I do think a pink gem. Again, these were what I got in my Christmas craft stash. Oh, I've got one there already. There we go. So we'll leave them to the side, and then I just want a little bead of Fabri-Tac glue in the middle, as soon as that's open. There we go. Let that dry. But there's another one in exactly the same way, with using the kit as die cuts and some background paper. Oh, I love them. They're so pretty. So pretty. So pretty. Okay. So that was one idea that I had. Let's just move them to the side. Let's bring this back in. How are we doing on time? 18 minutes. Yeah, this should be dry enough now for me to use my trimmer to get a nice straight journaling card. There we go. So that's the straight edge. Like so. And there we go. Okay, so that's nice and straight. But I do like my corners rounded when I'm doing a journaling card, so it's just round. Yeah, that looks lovely. Okay, so let's give it a bit of an ink. Ink around the edge first, and then I am just going to highlight the embossed area as well, I think, because that worked so well on the roses that I tested it on. I think that will work as well. Okay, so make sure we've got some on, and I'm just ever so lightly brushing over and not really putting any pressure on. A bit more ink. Like so, and I just think that gives it a bit of depth. You might have to do it a few times if you want things a bit darker, because you're going soft with it, so it just builds it up. Yeah, and that's coming together nicely now by building it up ever so gently. That's lovely. Look at that. You see that? Look at that. Really stands out now, and that really highlights that lovely rose and lace in the background. Oh, I love it. I love it. Okay, so we've got our butterflies now, and they do want a bit of an ink. So I am going to use my brush because it's going to be much more softer than and I'm just going to lightly go over all of it. Just to get rid of the white edges. There, I think that's good enough. Okay, and we'll do the same with this one. I'm going a bit heavier this side because it's darker, so there's much more of a contrast with the white edge. There we go. That's those done. I'm just going to have a quick sip of my cup of tea, chamomile tea. Before it goes too cold. Okay. Now I am wanting to stack these up, and all I'm going to do, I think, is, yeah, I'm just going to put some glue around this middle bit, so down the middle center, and then I'm just going to come out around here, do these little bits. Like so, and then we will literally overlay that Got way too much glue on there. Give that a moment to dry before we open it out, and then that is just going to go on here like so. Do we want a word or something on there? I think I might do actually. Just a little word across the top there. So let me grab my words. These aren't Rach and Bella Crafts, these words. You've seen me use them before. Just breathe. Good, your story. Collect beautiful moments. That's quite long, but I like that because that is, yeah. Let's see, would that work if we popped the butterfly down a little and collect beautiful moments? Yes, I've got to use that. That's perfect because it's such a beautiful kit. And I love how it's been embossed, how the embossing has worked on it. Is it wrong to love your own work? I just love it. I love it how it's turned out. This is my new favourite thing now, to print digitals that are from the lovely digital creators, that are like background pages or collage pages and stuff, collage pages. Print them out onto card and then do embossing and die cutting with them. I think it's wonderful. Okay, so give this an ink. We'll need to put this on first. Now I don't think, normally I would layer up with lace, but the background is so busy with lace. I think that's all it needs, is just a little word on here, that the butterfly, and then the kit itself can really shine with the die cuts and the embossing. Okay, so beautiful moments. Come down a little bit. There we go. Make sure I've got that straight. There we go. Okay, so this should be dry, and I just want to bend, because we're going to stick it down where I actually glued this bit anyway, so I need to bend them both up, but I also want this inner one to be a little bit higher. Okay, I'm going to hold it like this, and then we're going to put the glue same place as we did last time, all around this bit. And we are, don't want to come over the moments too much. There we go, that's where it's going to go. Make sure they're lifted up. Oops, it's moving. There we go. Stop fiddling with it, leave it to dry. Stop fiddling with it, Jen. But, oh, that's going to be so beautiful. Look at that. Oh, I love it. I love it. There we go. So that's that one. And we did this one as well, which was a slightly different butterfly. I'm actually thinking I wish I'd done two of these now. I'm going to leave that one because I'm going to see if I've got some scraps and I can die cut another one of those. So let's have a play with this one. Let's cut this out. So I'm going to just do a bit of a fussy cut. Nothing too difficult. I'm just going around this. And I'm going to then, you can see the impression of the actual folder, so I'm taking it to that edge there. There we go. Now, I mustn't forget these. These are going to be lovely. That one. There we go. So I don't keep those little bits, but I'll keep these because I might be able to punch little circles or something like that out of them. So those I'm going to put to the side for now, but this is what I wanted to work on, and I'm thinking that I need to come around like so. That looks better. I'm just going to take off the white, and I'm thinking this would be a lovely pocket. Let's just measure it and see if it's going to be too big as a pocket. She wrapped it around a page. That's a shame. I was hoping that that would be, it's too big to go on a page. Sorry, I'm just thinking now whether I would like it as a side tuck or whether I wrap it around. I'm just looking if I cut around it. Maybe it needs to go on a journaling card that you could tuck into a pocket. Oh, I really wanted to use that as a pocket. Thinking, how can I make it work? How am I doing for time? Oh, we're up to half an hour, so that means we're an hour with the video. Okay. I think I'm going to stop the video here. I think you get the idea. I might actually come back in part 2 and do a part 2 and play with these some more, see if I can get this pocket to work, because I really want to do that as a pocket. But these were what we've done, these beautiful tags. And then this, I absolutely love this. I think this is my favourite thing I've made in a while now. Look at that. So there we go. I think, yeah, as I said, I'll come back and I'll do a part 2 to this where we'll carry on and we'll craft, because I want to use some of these trims. I never really got to use much of them. So you've seen how I took the kit and have you printed it on card, used it with die cutting and embossing, and it's given it a whole new look and feel to it. And it's just such a beautiful kit. So I'll leave all the links to Rach and Bella below so that you can check out her kit and everything like that. And I'll leave a link to her channel as well, because she'll be doing some makes with it as well. So yeah, that's my design team project for this month. I'll come back with a bonus video where we carry on playing with this, I think, because I'm enjoying it. But for now, I'll finish up and I will see you again for some more crafting adventures. Take care, everyone. Bye.